Hi guys, Michelangelo here. In this video, I'm going to talk to you about another Japanese male artist that captivated me not that long ago, and the process of getting to know a new artist is priceless. So I wanted to share it with you. And the artist is Ozaki Hiroya. And first of all, I'm going to tell you about how I learned about him. So some of you know that I'm part of the J-pop community on YouTube. I made a video about it here on my channel. So there's this J-pop reviewer. She has French roots, but she lives in the US. Her nickname is LV, and she made great reviews in the past, great Japanese music reviews, and unfortunately she hasn't been active for many years now. It's sad. Shout out to LV. And LV did a review on an album by a Japanese artist called Nakashima Mika. And the first song of one of the albums she reviewed was a cover by a Japanese male artist called Ozaki Yutaka. And he's known as like a J-rock legend. And he was so successful in the 80s and the early 90s. Unfortunately, he passed away in a very mysterious way. People don't really know what happened. Some people say it was like suicide. I don't want to talk about it in detail, but it was sad. He was very young. He was like 26, and it was very sad that he passed away at such a young age. But his music was like remained alive, you know, and there are many like legions of fans like from Japan and outside Japan, and that's great. So the song was I Love You, the song that Mika covered, and I really liked it. I listened to her version, and then another version by my super favorite Japanese duet, two guys named Kabukuro. They covered the song as well, and I liked it even more. So, well, I wanted to know more about Yutaka. In fact, I had like Googled him before many years ago, but I didn't pay attention. But this year, I said, okay, I really want to know more about him, because he made a difference. I wanted to know more about him, so I checked his Wikipedia page, and I learned that he had a son. I was like, oh, that's interesting. So I wanted to know more about him, what he was doing, you know, recently. So I learned that he was a singer, songwriter as well, and I was like, wow, that's cool. So I went, I checked his official page out, and I love like the artworks for his releases, and I listened to some of his songs, and I loved his voice and his singing, his way of singing. He has a very warm voice. Hiroya, wow. I really connected with that like passion, and like his way of singing. I really liked it. So I became a fan. But I want to talk a little bit about his dad, Yutaka-san. So like the first song I knew from him was I Love You. I wanted to know more, and I have a friend from the US who sent me another song by Yutaka, and it's called Shitty. The song is called Shitty, and it was a live performance, and I was like, wow. At first I was like, Yutaka was screaming. He started like to scream like very loudly. It was like his voice was getting like hoarse, and I was like, whoa, that's too intense. I'm not really liking it. I have to be honest. But then I was like, I read like the translation of like the lyrics. It had like these subtitles the subtitles, it was subtitled, you know what I mean? Sorry. And the song was really sad and depressing. So it was about this like he lacked self-confidence in the song. I think he wanted to impress this girl named Sherry, and he was like he wanted to feel like he was important to other people. That he wanted to impress this girl, but he wanted to, like, by getting a reply from her, he wanted to feel like he was worth it in, you know, this life. And it was like, okay, he didn't receive an answer from Sherry, and it was like that made him like so anxious as he started screaming even more. And it was like, oh wow, like when I understood the lyrics, I was able to get the idea to understand the reason he was screaming, and he was screaming and crying at the same time. It was like, oh my, it was like a combination of like intense emotions and feelings. And wow, like I liked this. I appreciated the song. It was like, wow. At first it was like, wow, this is too much, but then I connected with his way of performing. It was really cool. And then I listened to other songs. His rock vibe is really intense, and I enjoy it. Other songs like that I listened to were Jugo no Yoru, yeah, Jugo no Yoru, and then Junanasai no Chizu, the map of like the age of 17. The other one, like Jugo no Yoru, was like the night of 15, when I think he was 15 years old. I remember. Yeah. So he sang about like his adolescence, his like fears, his like this like party positive vibe, this like rebellious type of guy that wanted to make a difference. Yeah. And it was interesting to know more about him. And well, his singing style is very intense. Hiroya's style is not like his dad. So there's a difference. I want to say that I appreciate, I respect Yutaka, but I'm a really ultra big, like hardcore fan of his son, of Hiroya. I think that's okay. I mean, I respect his dad, but my heart connects like 100% with Hiroya. And well, now I'm going to talk about Hiroya a little bit more. And he started out in like 2016. His first digital single was released in 2016. The title is Hajimari no Machi, the town of the beginning, and it was a really sweet song dedicated to his parents, and that was like the most adorable thing. Like, that's a sweet way of like starting out, you know, like debuting, you know what I mean? I think that's how you say debuting. Yeah, you know what I mean. Sorry about that. So Hajimari no Machi, that was it was like a very sweet like ballad, and well, that was a great start. He also has this like English side under the name of Cape Son, and I also have to say that well, he was born in 1989. He's 33 years old, and he lived with his mother in the US for like 10 years when he was very young, like until he was 15 years old. And his English is so good. I mean, wow, amazing. And well, it makes sense. He lived there for a long time when he was a kid, so that was good. I mean, but he sings in English too. He has this like English side, Cape Son, and Ozaki Hiroya is like the Japanese side, and well, both sides are amazing. So I want to there are so many things I wanted to analyze about his music, but this is just I want to share the fact that I became a fan. You know, this like I want to tell other people to give his music a try. Of course, he deserves that. And for example, a brief analysis of his first EP, Let Freedom Ring. This is the cover, and I love the cover. Like the big font, the big text, really cool. And 4 songs that I love, and I can feel that, or rather, I want to say that I appreciate the fact that he sings about different topics. Once again, if you have watched my other videos, I always say that I want artists that don't only sing about romantic love, because that's a very overly used topic, like in the music industry around the world, and it bores me. It bores me. Yeah, it bores me to death at times. It was like, okay, enough. I know romance is like part of human nature, I know that, but the thing is that life is not only about romance, and singers-songwriters, they are messengers, and if you sing romantic love songs only, I don't know, I think it's like limiting yourself. It's like how can I say this? There's more to explore in life. So Hiroya did that with Let Freedom Ring. So 4 songs, 4 different topics. We have, for example, the first song, Someday Smile, which is like a song, cheerful song that lifts people up, you know, that cheers people up, you know what I mean, with a positive meaning, with a positive message. And well, that's the first song. Then the other one is Need You Nana, which means 27, and that song is about like self-reliance, the search of self, the self-analysis, and I love that type of songs, you know. Need You Nana is a great song. It's the way he sings, wow, amazing. And then we have a new version for Hajimari no Machi, that is another great. I love both versions. And then the other song is Stay By My Side, the last song of the EP, which is a romantic love song, which is great. It's not that I hate romantic love songs, but if you see here, like we have like 4 different types of songs, and I love that. That was like, that's the way people, like singers, songwriters, should explore life. Not only romantic love. That's what I have to say. So Hiroya, this process of learning more about him has been so fun, and I remember the first time I watched a video of him. One of the first videos. It was a video about like during the pandemic, the 2020, 2 years ago, and I looked into his eyes, and I felt warmth, pureness. He's very handsome, but he like gives off this like warmth, this, how can I say, I feel like he's so sincere, so pure, and like his eyes are so so kind, you know. They give off this like kind energy, this like, I don't know, calm, like peaceful eyes, you know. And I like that, and all that kindness and pureness is reflected in his songs. And he's a great singer-songwriter. He has different, like, he explores with different, how can I say this? Like, it's J-pop, but he sometimes experiments a little bit. There's some experimentation. I like that, and I hope he keeps on experimenting with other genres. That'll be good, like more rock and stuff. And well, that's something that I look forward to. But I'm so proud of being a fan of Hiroya. He's so cool. And well, I'm planning on buying some of his albums. Well, his first EP and his first album. He has like 3 EPs out. There's one that he only sold at the venues of his shows, of his lives. That's like hard to find, but I want it because the title of the songs, the song titles are really cool too. And well, anyway, but I'm planning on buying to start, you know, 2 albums to start my collection, you know. So that's what I have to say about Hiroya. I respect his dad, Yutaka. I will keep on exploring Yutaka's side too, because he made as I said, like, he made a difference. There are a lot of fans, and his songs are really like meaningful as well. So yeah, tell me in the comments if you know Yutaka or Hiroya. Thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye bye.